How to fix a misfiring Gardner Bender wire stapler or cable stapler. It's the Cable Boss, and you will need some extra tools. You will need a hot stapler to fix a cable stapler, and I would recommend a little soldering iron too, with a tip like that. This is specifically meant to weld plastic. So how to do that? So what is the problem here? The problem is that the clamshell is coming apart. It's not unfortunately, for the purpose of demonstrating this, I've already fixed this, so you'll just have to listen to my explanation and I can try to show you. The clamshell splits apart. For whatever reason, it's just not strong enough to hold together, and it's causing the whole thing to come out of alignment, misfire, blah, blah, blah. So, number one is we need to get this clamshell stuck together so it can't come apart again. You might find inside, let me see if I can get some better view of it. There's a little piece of metal there, and that holds this in. I think it's part of the spring mechanism for that. So you want to get that into the right position. It may have popped out of place because of the clamshell coming apart. But once you get it in place and everything, what you need to do, well, hold on. You need to get it into a clamp. So you press the clamshell parts together. And then you take your hot wire stapler, or hot stapler, and you staple it together. And you use these little guys right here. You really only need one. Well, there are plenty of videos on the internet that explain how to use this, so I'm not going to even bother. But basically, it's a matter of just hot stapling to that together, cutting the end pieces off, and I would come back over it and use a little soldering. Well, it's a plastic welder to cover over it and get it good. Once you do that, oops, let's see if I can do this without. There you go. You end up with something like that. You know, it's fixed. Sorry about this. I'm not a professional here, but that's really the gist of it. I had, before I did this fix, I was getting maybe like 1 out of 3 staples would fire properly. I was wasting a huge amount. Now it's, it fires perfectly just fine from any angle, any direction, any struggle, whatever. Fires without issue. So I couldn't find any other stuff on the internet telling you how to do that, so here you go. Hope that helps you. Unfortunately, you have to buy other stuff, but I'll tell you, if you don't already own one of these are one of the best tools you will ever use. If you like fixing stuff, you must have a plastic welding, a hot staple gun. It's the easiest way to structurally repair broken bits of plastic. So, highly recommend. You don't even have to spend that much. I think something like this you can probably get for, $30, maybe even less, on Amazon. The cheap ones are fine. I don't think you have to pay all that much. I've reviewed a few of these, and didn't really matter the price or the wattage. I think this one's 100, but I think 50 watts is probably fine too. But it's just, never had an issue on the price or whatnot. Will it last forever? Who knows? But they're so inexpensive. All right.